the Arizona, Northeast Arizona, high Colorado Plateau. This is Gray Stream, and you can see a monsoon happening behind me as the sun is starting to go into the golden hour. And it's called a gray stream because I take my sheep out grazing and we chat. So feel free to chime in. Let me know what you think about shepherding as an occupation. Let me know what you think about being off-grid and in the wildlands or Arizona life or you name it. Just thank you for joining me. And I'm going to switch this so that we're looking at, instead of looking at me, we're going to look at the sheep and the terrain. So welcome to the Gray Stream. I just finished introducing the fact that we go on walks with my sheep. And there's a monsoon happening right behind me at the same time as the sun is behind the cloud. So this is, Gray Stream is a time for pastoral beauty and natural wonder. And if you're curious about shepherding or off-grid living, I'm in northern Arizona. I've got, I saw him back there. There he is. That's my Great Pyrenees mix livestock guardian dog. His name is Amarok. And I've got 11 ewes, 11 female sheep. And we had 11 lambs. 2 went to a new home at the Navajo Nation. And I've got 9 left that are available for new homes. Right on. So if you have any questions, just pipe in. Hey, greatest ever! Woo! Looks like a pretty night for a walk. How are the bugs? We have so many fewer bugs than we've ever had before. So usually this time of year it's swarming, and now it's pretty pleasant. And very few flies even. I think it's actually cutting into our bird population having so few bugs. So nice to see you on here, by the way. How have you been? I haven't been going on the music stream too often. We got some thunder booms. Welcome to the Gray Stream. It's the Gray Stream to see me graze all my ewes and lambs. Glad to have you join us. Cool to see the goats following you. These ones are sheeps, but they do kind of look like goats because they're called hair sheep. Hair sheep don't grow a fleece, and they shed their fur. So let me see if I can show you. Here, let me switch it. See how she's shedding? Oh, she went to sleep. Now, whoops. Now I'm going to get mobbed by them. Anyway, so they shed their fur out. Here's a baby. This one was born in May. And I have, this kind is a purebred black belly, American black belly. They're very spoiled. And then I've mixed some of my black bellies with my St. Croix ram. So this one is half St. Croix, half black belly. Same with those two. This little lady here is half St. Croix mixed with Katahdin. So her mama is the big one over there, Mrs. Robinson. Yep. Let's see, where am I from? No, I am in Arizona. This is Arizona, Northeast Arizona. So we are very close to New Mexico. Right across that way is New Mexico. And we're just barely south of the Navajo Nation. You could get a what, Patrick McKernan? What? Thank you, Carlos, for saying that my sheep are beautiful. Appreciate it. Hi, Namron TV. Right, so we started 2 years ago with just 5 of these blackbellies and their ram, and then we got Mrs. Robinson, that one I showed you earlier, Mrs. Robinson, and then we drove to Missouri and we bought our St. Croix ram. Hi, Namron TV. Hi, welcome to Arizona. Everyone, welcome to Arizona. Right, so we drove to Missouri, and there's kind of a famous YouTuber in Missouri that does sheep grazing and does videos about how you can sheep graze. Greg Judy, Green Pastures. So we drove out there. Hi, hello. But please off your net. What does that mean? Hi, Neon Gaming. Welcome to the Gray Stream. We are in northern Arizona. Hello, Nepal. Wow, thanks for joining us. How fascinating. I think you get monsoons in Nepal too, right? So this is Arizona's monsoon season. If I can angle it right. Where is it? There's a water spout happening in town below me. We're on a plateau above the little town. So, oh, from Philippines. Wow, very cool. Yeah. Hello there, Nyaiho Rayakya. Thanks for saying nice. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we get monsoons from June through like September. And it's hit or miss because only one place gets a water spout at a time. Yep, so we are about 6 miles from the New Mexico state border between New Mexico. Whoops, I'm trying to show you there. Across the way, miles of wilderness. And this is a part of the Colorado Plateau land formation. How to speak fluent English? Well, I can't speak any non-English languages fluently, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask. But I respect people that do try to be bilingual or polylingual. Right, so 2 years ago, we lived in Southern California in the suburbs. 7,000 feet, yeah, it's 6150 here. Very similar to 7,000, so high altitude. It's more difficult to grow garden crops, but we're making a go of it. The sheep really do well here. What am I doing? I am grazing my sheep. We have 40 acres. Let me switch this again. Okay, we have 40 acres from that tree in the center of the screen, pretty much, on down to, there's a building over there if you can see. Where is it? There it is. That's a container that has been turned into my son's apartment. And we live in our RV over there. And from the corner, it's a quarter mile down this road to the next corner. Oh yeah, sorry for the wind. I don't have a good mic. It's just my phone. Really sorry about that. Yeah, so it's a quarter mile square, which equals 40 acres. I'll try to block it with my hand. Thanks for letting me know, Greatest Ever. Appreciate you being here. Right, so we used to live in the city, and whoops, my sheep's standing up trying to dig. Yeah, it is. The Colorado Plateau is very windy. Where are you at, Patrick? I feel like you are probably semi-local. You know, any place within 60 miles is the neighborhood. Yeah, so we lived in the city and my husband had a good job, and then 2020 happened and we moved here. We sold everything. Denver. My daughter lives in Fort Collins. We drove through Denver to see her. Here comes some more wind. Yeah, so we sold our 3-bedroom house and bought an RV, and we live off-grid now. And the dogs are starting to wander a little far, so... And I have this device, which is the electronic collar for the big white dog. And that is set to vibrate and tone. And so that's like letting him know that he needs to come back. Oh, greatest ever. It is so great to live off grid. It is challenging though, I won't lie. Everything is kind of a pain in the butt. But I mean, you get a sense of real accomplishment. If you hear a motor in the background, that's my husband weed whacking. Our electric fence keeps the predators out, and it's got some brush growing along it, touching it, so he has to weed whack that down. Come on, dogs. They'll come back though. So this is open range area, so there he is. What a good boy. What a good boy. Good dog, Amarok. He's still young. He's still learning. He's doing really good, huh? And the Pyrenees like to lean on you. They'll sit down and they'll lean into you. He's a good boy. He's Pyrenees, Marenma, and Anatolian mix. Here comes Mrs. Robinson. She is a chow hound. Oh, there you go. There's a treat. And here's Trixie. Trixie wants treatsies. Sorry for the crazy photo angle. Yeah, so welcome to Gray Stream. I do this irregularly, just when I feel like it. I take them out grazing almost every day. The open range, you can graze off your property as long as it's not fenced. So on the right hand side, that's my property. And on the left hand side of those tracks, that's not my property, but I get to graze there. And likewise, when cattle are turned out here, they come over to my side and they eat everything. I got to spend a lot of time out. I mean, I don't begrudge it. We have to fence it. That's the law. We knew that. Still, when you start doing this, you will learn that fencing is a massive price. I've driven off-roading through the Southwest for decades, enjoying great country scenes, but I never really gave all those miles and miles of fencing a second thought. Hi, Evie. Until I had to buy some for my own. Yeah, so we have a lot of linear feet to fence still to keep the cattle off. But for now, we're sharing it. And the fact that I get to go over there and as far and wide as I like. Plus, we're only a quarter mile from the point of our property up ahead, a quarter mile, and suddenly we're in either BLM, federal land, or in state trust land. So those are really cool because people are not allowed to build on those, and they're open range country. Sorry for the wind. It's been a really good gray stream this time around. It was really nice having a number of you visit me as I walk along on my off-grid Arizona property. So go ahead and click the subscribe button, mulch the like button, and maybe even click the bell, and you'll learn when I'm going to show up again, because it's not on a schedule. So appreciate you joining me. Cheers and blessings.